Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So I just did a beautiful romance angels reading, and I wanted to do a tarot reading off of that energy. And so you might want to take a look. I'll link it to the end screen so it'll pop up if you want to catch it, but I'm going to tell you what this energy is, and you'll know if it's your story. But if you found this, it probably is, right? So this is a reading and picking up the energy on someone that is questioning whether or not they should pursue a relationship because they feel a connection with somebody, but it's something like they've never felt before, right? And I was talking in that reading about how soulmates, true lovers, the vibration when you meet a true soulmate. I mean, what I mean, like, what the true soulmate is, you have many different soulmates, right? And you have, like, some that are karmic, meant to teach you lessons. You have soul friends, soul family. So there's these many different soulmates. But this is like a forever partner. This is going to be like a high vibrational soulmate. Somebody that you've had. I mean, it could be a new lover, but for a lot of you, like, it's like a past life lover. But it's like you had karma to clear out, but with other people first. So this is going to feel different. It's like you're going to feel in this energy of, it's like you really want this to go good. And you're putting a lot of thought into it because it's really, really important to you. But you don't feel the butterflies, and you don't feel the anxiousness and the anxiety that you often feel when that's what you're used to feeling when you think that you're really interested in someone. Because in the past, you know, when you're really anxious and excited about somebody, you're thinking about them constantly, you got those butterflies and those anxiousness and things like that. But really, that is, you're not feeling it with this lover, because this lover makes you feel in a way that is so different, because they feel like home to you. So you feel like you know them already. So for some of you, it's just like maybe that familiarness is really just throwing you off, and you don't know why. You're like, well, is it because there's not passion there? Are they a soul family member? Like, are we, you know, like, what is it? Look, I can't make it out. 2 of Cups soulmate and the Chariot. You are coming into alignment with a high vibrational. For some of you, this is like your mirrored twin. Your twin flame, right? They could remind you so much of yourself. And 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Now I've loved you. It's so beautiful. Highest timelines. That's what's coming together. So it feels different, right? Maybe you don't know how to go about this because it's like no other. That's the 3rd time I've split the deck. This is definitely coming together for you. But see, Moon, there's uncertainty. Something could be very powerful happening around this eclipse cycle. All right, so let's just get into it. Sometimes I'm getting carried away with talking. All right. The 9 of Cups. Beautiful. So that's the first energy out here. I feel this is because you got into your power. You started to love yourself. Strength card energy. You learn, and she looks like she's in a gown too. She's got a veil. I say that because in the romance reading, I was getting heavy wedding vibes. Higher level commitments doesn't have to be, but literally, like, what they mean by this is like, this is like the connection that could be like your last connection, your forever partner, whether or not marriage is in the cards for you, right? Because for some of you, it's not in the cards for you, and that's fine. I know I do not believe in divorce. I don't. I don't. That's why, like, to me, it's like once it's a commit. I mean, nothing against if you happen. I'm just saying for me, like, I've just always been, if I get married once, like, that's it. Like, if it doesn't work out, I don't care. You know, like, So yeah, I've never been married, and a lot of people have looked down on me for that because I have 4 children. Because my priority was children. I was told when I was younger I wasn't going to be able to have kids at some point, I was told. And I was like, well, you know what? Let me beat these odds. 4 children later. All right. So anyway, Ace of Wands. There's a passionate beginning here. It's being divinely sent to. See? Look at that. Divine is bringing in a passionate beginning. Ooh, 6 of Wands. There's victory. Success. Oh, look, it looks like a bouquet on top of the wands there. Somebody could love flowers. There could be something with pink flowers. This is the Cherry Blossom deck. This deck is based off the spring season. And this creator is so beautiful and made one on each season. And we've got the King of Cups coming out with the Knight of Wands. Wow, somebody is coming in fast. They could have already came in. I'm going to see what this is. The 6 of Cups. See, this could be past life energy. Somebody from the past. There could be a past life tied to this lover. That's why they feel familiar to you too, because you're remembering what it feels like. That's why the love is different. 7 of Pentacles under the Strength card. This is all about divine timing and being patient. What's interesting is there's a pentacle here and he's looking at it. That's what I mean. That's the vibe that I'm getting. For some of you, it's like you've wanted this and now it's here, but it just doesn't feel like you thought it would feel. Something feels off about it, right? Page of Pentacles on the bottom. So, but that's what I mean. The King of Wands here. So there's 2 kings. King of Cups, King of Wands. I'll keep getting the cards here. Here's 4 of Wands. And 5 of Wands. Wow, out with the Queen of Cups. All right. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. So see, there's definitely like competition and conflict. For some of you, this could be within the mind. You could literally be going back and forth with this. But with seeing multiple people here, you know, there's definitely competition. There's stress, there's worry. See, there's a lot of people here. And then we got a Queen of Wands here. Ace of Swords. See, there's stress, there's worry, sleepless nights. Like somebody's just really confused about this. But 3 of Cups, celebrating, having a good time. Celebrating with friends. Somebody is needing to get into their Queen of Swords energy. Really needing to communicate and strategize. All right, and that's where I feel that's the energy I'm picking up on. That somebody is they're having trouble like finding the words and how to communicate and how to strategize because of how this feels. The 4 of Wands is right underneath the 6 of Wands, so that's definitely like victory, success, coming together like in the public eye. Like people are going to be seeing this. That's where I'm feeling like there's a lot of like energy on this. It's like, I don't know what this is, if this is somebody like in a high position, or it's just that's a big influence too, is that there's a lot of people that are going to have stuff to say because of the position of this relationship. It's got to be somebody that's in the public eye, or just has like a big family, a lot of friends, or maybe a lot of followers, or something like that. So there's this influence, and that's a big factor for somebody, because they're worried about what is going to be maybe their reputation. see, flip right to the Seven of Swords. I think there's fear here. He's running away with all the swords out of a camp. He didn't leave anything behind. He took all of them in this deck. So somebody's worried with you, like, coming in, destroying them, running off. It's like somebody may be worried about you wanting to come in. What is that? What am I hearing? That 5 seconds of fame or something like that. I heard it for a second. Where somebody gets a few minutes of like airtime or something, and then it's like everybody knows who they are, and like it worked or whatever, and that's what they're worried about. Somebody's worried that like you're using them to like catapult you up. What did I hear recently? Springboard. They think that you're going to use them for success, right? That you're after them for success. That's why they may feel that. I feel that that's a worry. So they think that, I read intuitively, so as some of you may be, because I'm also a spiritual teacher. So for some of you, like, if you're wondering, like, how I get certain things off of certain cards, you know, I read intuitively. So I can go anywhere with the pictures, what the channel messages, with the feelings that I get, and I put it together and make beautiful stories, and then it creates art, right? So for those of you that like watch me to learn tarot, because I know that's how I first started learning tarot, was watching my favorite readers, watching how they interpreted the cards, the synchronicities, the different meanings and the things like that. Be careful when you run across an intuitive reader. I mean, if you want to take my interpretation of certain series of cards coming together and use it your way too, that's fine. Just don't have that be the only meaning, because I know that's where I ran into. You know, just like a lot of people see the Seven of Swords as just lies and deception. Right? It's not the only thing. Sometimes somebody needs to be sneaky and covert to gather information and things like that. And that's also what I'm feeling, is somebody is really making sure that like everything's all tied up, but they're really taking a look and like investigating the situation before they make movements, like kind of covering all of the sides, things like that. They may want to like be very private why they feel this out, or I kind of feel somebody is already doing this. I'm getting this vibe, it's like almost like doing like kind of like a background check on somebody first, right? And making sure that they're not just wearing a mask, not sneaking in like a thief in the night, you know? I mean, I guess that is stuff you have to be careful about, because they have a really nice house. Like, I'm getting that that movie is so beautiful. The Crazy Rich Asians, and he you know, he doesn't reveal anything to this girl, right, about his wealth and his riches and stuff like that, and she just has no idea. But everybody, and that's kind of what this feels like for me, like somebody just has no idea like how like in the public eye or wealthy or something to do that somebody is, or they're just, maybe they thought they don't look at that because that's not what it's about. But you know, he had to be very careful to make sure, because he's got a lot of, in the movie, you know, girls going after him or whatever. But I'm just looking at this really, really nice like mansion, or it looks beautiful, right? The house back there. And so it brought me to that, because I was thinking it's like somebody, that's what I mean when I say I read intuitively. I just picked that up and then I got that, no, tell them about this, that so it's like, where I was going with this is like, yeah, say that somebody's very, very wealthy, right? Has a lot of money and things like that, and family is very, very important to them. So it's like when they date you, it's a representation of their family, because they know that they're going to have to like bring you to family events. They're going to have to bring you, you know, so bring you around the family, bring you to these nice houses and things like that. So they almost have to make sure that you're going to be safe to bring around their family. you know? So it's not all that, it's just they don't trust you because they think that you just want the fame and the glory. I mean, that I brought that up so that could be separate for somebody, or it could go along with this too. What I'm saying is that I'm not losing you guys. Thinking a lot of different things. Sometimes I'm like, does it all go together or is it all separate? Whatever. I'm just putting it out there. So somebody just, they almost have to like really investigate and look into things and feel things out and make sure. And you may have to like go through like some tests almost. Like they may be very, like maybe they date you longer, or they may ask a lot of questions to just try to figure your character out if they can't find physical things. And a lot of it's because, you know, they need to feel safe and secure and know that you can be trusted around their family, around their, you know, and especially like if somebody like, when you're like building a business, especially, and you have your own business, your reputation really matters. You can't have that tarnished. And especially with social media and the way that people are, like some people get really devious and deceptive and will go destroy people on social media platforms and stuff like that. And that could be what they're worried about too, if something doesn't turn out all right, that you could, you know, so it's sad that you have to, you know, be protective. But in today's age, like it's sad that sometimes you have to. And people that are very, very genuine and very beautiful and are very empathic, they're the hardest ones to get closest to, because, you know, they know that they're have the enemy after them. And especially when it comes to spirituality, you know, and things like that, there's a lot of dark witches and like dark high priestesses and things like that. So you have to be really careful, because I'm getting very big spiritual vibes too that I'm going intuitively off of this. But this is definitely the divine is bringing something in. Ace of Pentacles. There's an abundant, beautiful beginning. I'm seeing these cherry blossom trees coming together. These are going to be two people that are going to be building together. This is so beautiful. But see, there's a lot. There's a mountain back there. There's a lot. There's a lot involved with them coming together, because like I said, there's a lot of this background stuff, right? Needing to make sure things, clear things out. Five of Cups. Yeah, for some there needs to be endings and closing out of certain cycles and things. For some of you too, it's other people. Yeah, as I say that, the world. For some of you, it's like things got to be closed out from other people, because sometimes these can, and it's just kind of like I love that movie, The Crazy Rich Asians. Like, it's so beautiful. The girl, like, I don't want to ruin the movie, but it's like the girl actually has to let go of the love of her life because she didn't get the validation from the mother. The mother just doesn't like her. She thinks she's just like one of the other girls because she comes from a poor family, and she didn't, the mother thought that she was like a gold digger, just wanted her son for the money, for the status, and all of that. So she just never liked her. And he actually proposes to the girl and doesn't care if his mother doesn't love her at all. But she declines the marriage because, I'm not going to tell you the whole ending, how it goes, but she just says, like, she can't marry him. Hold on, guys. They're getting noisy. But she doesn't want to marry him without the approval of his mother, because she doesn't want to get in the way of him and his mother. And, it's just, so this is what I'm getting. Like, for some of you, it's like somebody's trying to eliminate all of that. They don't want all of that. Maybe somebody has a very difficult mother or something like that. Because in the reading I was getting earlier, it was about healing family wounds with the mother, with the family. So there could be something there, but something about family, and my children are getting really loud right now. Maybe there's something to do with children, but somebody's like trying to smooth things out, and because they don't want there to be problems that are going to arise with this. I keep looking at this little engagement ring too. There's something about wedding, right? This is my daughter. This is a cute little, can you see it? It's like the cutest little, I don't know if it'll focus. It's the cutest little ring. It comes in a little thing. It was one of her toys. She's calling me now. It's cute, right? It was one of her little toys. It's got the cutest little baby ring. And, I've kept it. I pulled it out of my desk. It's been on here the last couple of weeks. I don't know. I was just staring at it. So maybe this has to do with like marriage or something. That could be a big thing. Somebody could really be thinking like, I can't get in a relationship or a situation unless they're going to be marriage material. This is somebody that's really maybe they come from family wealth, legacy, something like that. So they don't want to waste their time, or they can't get involved with anybody if it can't go long term. Like this is somebody that really wants, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody somebody very important, or somebody that has worked very hard on something, so they're not going to jeopardize their career, their business on just anybody. They want to make sure that it's going to be their wife. This is somebody, or husband, or something like they want to make sure this is their person, right? And they want to make sure that everything's going to go fine. But all I got to say to that is, in today's, you really got to trust what you feel. As much as what I say, I'm going to have to end this, and they're getting really loud. Because there's so much stuff. You really just can't go to outside guidance, because you just can't go like, well, let me find out from a tarot reader, because there's so much stuff, and there's so many things. This ultimately, like, this is where I just help you. That's why I say you got to trust what you're feeling, and that's why the whole thing was, this feels different to you. But that is why. Maybe somebody thought that when they found their person they wanted to marry, that, and I'm not saying you won't ever get those butterflies and those nervousness feelings, because you will. It's just the initial, it's the beginning. It's like, you know that find the love of your life. If you ever heard that saying, like, when you lock eyes or whatever, and you find the love of your life, like it's going to be like fireworks or whatever. Like, that might not have happened with this person. You might have just walked by them like, yeah, whatever, but then all of a sudden you're drawn in, and you're like, well, why am I drawn in? Like, I looked at this person from the beginning just like any other person. There was nothing special. But now there's all of this. So are they luring me in? Are they doing spell work on me? Like, did they just feel me out and find me? And then now all of this because I didn't feel this way? That's why I'm here to tell you. And just to be mindful, because true love soul connections are not going to feel like that lustful. If anything, let me tell you, I've been under lustful sex magic or whatever, and you can feel that intensity. That it's the devil, and that if it's like that grabs you, like, that is spell work. Okay. And I was talking to a practitioner about that, and I was just about the feelings or whatever, and it's just like, where's the black salt? Where's the and then once I just sprinkled some black salt, oh my gosh, like, let me tell you what. So people don't realize, you think that you have to be casting all of these things. No, somebody that is heavily obsessive and constantly thinking and binding, and yes, people don't realize how much of magicians we really are with the mind, with the thoughts, with our words, with our feelings, how you can bind people to you. You can do these things. It's not always being over a cauldron and doing all of these things. That's why for a lot of you, like, you might not even realize you're witches, right? It's like I said, I went on for the longest time not realizing that I was a cosmic white witch, herbal witch, and all the things just because of what I did, because it was known to me, right? These are rituals. These are things that I did because I was work with love and light, things like that. But I didn't know that I was a witch for the longest time. You know, until I started investigating my family and why I was drawn to it all and why I knew all of it and why I felt wrong and hid a lot of what I did, because it was like, now I know, because in previous lifetimes, like, I got in trouble for it and things like that. But they didn't want us to use these ancient practices and gifts and things like that because we would have found the way, because they didn't want us to know how powerful we are, right? But you already are away from that if you're here watching a tarot reading, right? Because it was forbidden, right? Wow. So the whole time I got the King of Pentacles here. See, this is somebody very successful, businessman, entrepreneur. You know, the outcome or whatever. And the Four of Pentacles is on the bottom here. See, I feel that this King of Pentacles is really thinking a lot about business, success, you know, because he's built something, right? And he's a provider. This could be somebody that provides for their family too. Maybe there's someone that, like, takes care of the family, so that's a factor too. Really close with families, so wants to make sure that you can be a part of that. Right? So there's just a lot of moving factors to figure out. Maybe you have to fill something out. That's so funny, because it brought me back to my father, and it was cute when I was younger. Like, he actually made me an agreement. When he found out I was dating my boyfriend that was in high school when I was in middle school, like, he got really upset, and yeah, he ended up moving me. That and other reasons, but he ended up moving me out of the city and into the country, right? And he made a deal with me. I'm like, Dad, you moved me away from, my friend still found me and drove the hour or whatever, you know, to come find me and stuff. But he's like, I'll make an agreement with you. I'll get you whatever car you want if you don't date any guys, if you don't have any boyfriends, rest of high school and all of this stuff. So I honored that, you know, and so I was a good girl and everything. But anyway, it was cute because then I ended up getting involved with a past friend. But he was not fond of him whatsoever. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to start making people fill out applications to date my daughter. And I'm not kidding. Like, he even played with him one day. It's like, you're not allowed to date my daughter anymore. You have to fill out this application. But no, it was so cute. He grabbed the application, sat there trying to fill it out or whatever. But it just brought me back to that. But he had a couple of them printed and stuff. He's like, I'll have more. I know I'm going to need more of these. But it was cute. That brought me back. And Dad's definitely one of my spirit guides. I feel him. So it brought me there. Anyway, cute. So High Priestess, maybe some of you are going to be filling something out. Like with the marriage, like maybe some of you have to sign like a prenup or a non-disclosure or something like that. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, somebody could literally have something where it's like, if you're going to be with them, you're going to know about the businesses that they're growing or building, and that's really smart. To me, in today's times, like, you shouldn't be insulted by that, because that's something you have to do, because you really don't know how somebody is going to really be, because somebody could be so just because I've seen it. I've seen people, like, somebody will never like bash me or come out that way, and I've already been shown like, whoa, when somebody's angry. Like, I've seen like sides like, wow, I never seen that side of you before, especially if they drink and infuse with spirits and let the devil take over. But so yeah, I get that. So you this is somebody, like, maybe don't be insulted, like, if somebody wants you to sign something for their protection, because to me, if you love them, you should value that they need to protect themselves, right? Because I'm just getting this strong energy of like, just like with the Crazy Rich, I don't remember the movie, if there was a prenup or whatever, what that whole thing was, but to me, that shouldn't matter. You know, if somebody, I mean, I get that, you know, it can cause problems because you're merging everything together, and you know, there's mixed feelings on that. And I don't know how all of that works. Like I said, I've never been married or whatever, but I don't know if the stuff you accumulate together is all separate from what you bring into it. But that I said fill something out, there could be some sort of paperwork, legalities or something where you have to sign it. But I'm just going to say how I feel. You know, I mean, everybody has their own opinions on that, but it might give somebody some security, you know, that to sign something like that to give them their privacy or whatever, right? Because just because you get together with somebody doesn't mean that you get to be a benefactor of their business and that you have to work with them and be with them. You do your own business. That's how I've always felt. But there's some that are different. Maybe that's what they're trying to figure out with you, right? All right. So High Priestess is here. So that's, you know, really trusting your intuition, higher level consciousness. Definitely. A lot of psychic abilities and gifts and things like that. Like I said, I'm getting very high. It's the keeper of the secrets and stuff too. It's interesting. She's got like a veil. I don't know in this culture the significant with the veils, right? But there's so I'm just picking up strong like wedding and like, yeah, look, oh my gosh, she's holding a contract. She's holding a scroll in her hand. See it? I don't know if it'll pick it up, but she's holding a scroll, but it's like under her sleeve. See? There's like a hidden contract, or there's some sort of something that's got to be like disclosed, right? Maybe somebody knows. Like, maybe this is someone where it's like their parents said, like, don't you get involved with anybody that wouldn't sign a prenup or whatever. And a lot of people are against that. So someone's like thinking heavy. Because didn't I pull the ring out in this reading? Yeah. So there's something to do with that. Wow. Okay. That's cute. All right. But anyway, I'm leaving this ring here. I gotta talk to my kids. I'll go spend some time with them. And I'll do some more readings later. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely feel free to watch whatever you feel guided to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Love and light to all of you. Bye.